Good morning, everyone. Kevin Scott, Papa Shoppers Glenn, Uncle Hoku, and Coffee Land. Uncle Hoku's leaving for Vegas today, so good luck. Safe travels, my friend. Make sure you say hi to everybody from CMJ. Let's start the warm up here. 3632. If you're playing along with Crapsee, make sure you get into the right Crapsee. I think there might be 2 tables up there for me. We're gonna be doing the 100,000 the 100K challenge. One, 5, 6. 3, 6, 3, 2. Cousin 2 set. A brand new blue dice out. I just took them out of the sleeve just a few minutes ago. Dice crossed on us midnight. The other blue dice had just a small little nick on the side of one of them, so I decided to change it out. So they are sharp. Good morning, Steph. Weather report I did not do yet. Let's see if we can get it to come up here once. Oh, it came up right. 11 degrees here in the Manitowoc. So did not do it yet. We'll do it again later when Joel shows up because I always tease Joel about it. But it is cold out today. It's a cold 11 degrees. Although my windows are not frosted when I came home from work this morning, which is a first. A little bit to the right, 213. And we got just a minor little dusting yesterday, not even a quarter of an inch, not even. 17 degrees down in Milwaukee area. Okay, 3632. Six, 3, 9. So I watched a couple videos last night, and one of them was only like 2.5 minutes long, and I just got to shake my head at it. Dangerous arm craps. Guys, do not listen to anything that person has to say. They had a dice result land, and the left one landed right at the base of the wall, and it stuck. But the other one did like this whole mumble jumble, and it landed like an inch away. And he's like, "That's a dagger. That's a dagger." And then he ends his show kind of weird, like every single time. Guy wears a mask when he's throwing. It's funny. Kind of a joke. Then I watched one from Sarge last night. He put out about the chopper toss. I just started watching it. And that guy definitely knows what he's doing. So make sure you check out his Sarge Vigru. I forget how he says his last name. But he put out a video last night about the chopper toss. So if you're interested in chopper toss, make sure you check that out. Pretty cool guy. Pretty good. He knows, like I said, knows the stuff. Good morning, Greg. 19, just south of Madison. All I gotta say is Wisconsin, represent. It's out. All we need is for Brian from Green Bay to check in here, and then we'll get Ben from Madison to check in here. We'll out populate all the other people. It used to be Texas people that used to outpopulate all the chats. Let's get Wisconsin to do that. 3632. That was a 134. Big Joe. Ooh, right one stock. 516. 3632. Good morning, K Fisher. Oh, Brian is here. So we got 4 people from Wisconsin in here. Steph, Greg, Brian, and Joe. Let's get Ben in here. We'll monopolize this chat. Peace out. Five, 2. Get that stuff out of the way. 3632. Good morning, Scott. Water 12 Craps. And Kevin Scott, I thought you were my friend. And you're cheering for the Eagles right now? Oh, shame on you. Just teasing, my friend. Another 134. Big Head Joe from Craps Master Journey. I don't know who to vote for or to go for this Sunday for the Super Bowl. Not really sure. Eagles took out the Packers. They've been pretty dominant this year so far. I'd like to see the Chiefs three-peat, but something about it I just can't 100% get behind. I'm not sure. They stick cross a little bit short. 325. Oh my God, Steph, you were a friend of mine too until that statement right there. That's not too bad though, actually, because my house is divided here. Half of us are Packer fans, the other half are Dallas fans of all things. Mary's a huge Dallas fan, so is her son. And I boo them every single Sunday. 3632. Days out. 235. I don't know, Steph. Living in Wisconsin and admitting that you're a Bears fan. Oh my God. All I have to say to that is happy schnapps combo. Oh, let's get the show started here. Good morning, Mad Dog. Here we go. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 507 of the Level Up program and day number 1 of the 100,000 K challenge. So we finished up the Black Belt series yesterday, and we're going to start the 100K challenge today. But hey, if you're new to the program, this is my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Kevin Scott checking in number 1, followed up by Papa Chops Glenn. We have Uncle Hoke, who's in the airport right now waiting to go to Vegas. So good luck there and safe travels, Uncle Hoku. We got Coffee Land. We got Dice Mama Steph, Greg from Madison area, and Brian from Green Bay area, as well as Wattage Live Craps, Mad Dog, and Mike the 85 Bears. Mike, you and Steph might be friends if you're a Bears fan. But anyhow, let's get started here. Before we do anything, we're going to go through our results for the Black Belt. And remember that we ended the black belt challenge yesterday. We finished up our 10,000 rolls on black belt, and it only took us probably like 5-6 months to get to that point. The bears or the beers, says Greg. But anyhow, with 10,000 rolls on black belt, and these are our final statistics. We ended up with 97 wins and 28 losses from where I started tracking it. And we had an SOR of a 10.25, SRR of a 6.86, and a BSR of a 7.09. So if you look at the lower right-hand corner, I have all my goals on there. And our goal was at a 10.5 SOR. We were close to that for a while. I think we were at the highest we got was like a 10.48. So we were really, really close. The SRR, we never got to that 7.5. We did get above 7 for a short while, but it's been in the high sixes pretty much most of the journey on the black belt. And our BSR, we had it up to almost 7.5 at one time, and it slowly creeped down to that 7.09 mark. So kind of gives you an idea of what we were setting for goals, what we accomplished on the black belt level. But anyhow, guys, you know, if you're doing your rolling at home, make sure you keep track of your rolls and your statistics and see if you can constantly push your numbers up and try to get better and more quality dice rolls. But anyhow, we're going to start the $100,000 challenge here. If you're playing with Crapsee, we're using a new table today, so make sure you go on the 100K table, and we have a starting bankroll of $5,000. Again, our max place bets are only $500. Our max odds are only $500. I'm using what my local table would be using for the max bets, but we are starting with a $5,000 bankroll. But anyhow, let's get started here. Enough chin. Let's get some spin going. And let's call this all bet set. We got 24 people on the Crapsee table. Remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes. And let's go dice out. 30 people watching right now. 3632 is our dice set. Cousin 2, 3V, dice out. A little short of the landing zone. We got a 167 to start with. So I'm not going to really worry too much about that one because that was not a good landing of the dice. But that's a 167, a pass line winner. Come on, natural DP loser. And we are on shooter number 1 here. So let's go again. 3632. And that last one was 1 dice off axis. Let's call it all bet set. And dice out. And that is a 2-4-6, a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So it's marked at point of 6. Using a 3632 dice set, 2-4-6 result. That's going to be 1 dice off axis here. Okay, so with a $5,000 bankroll, we're going to start off with level number, I forgot to get my paper ready here. Level number 5 on the CMJ plan. Again, if you look in the description of this video, there should be a link to a Google Sheet document, and I'll show you the different levels that I use for betting. But level 5 is going to be starting off with 320 across. 350 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 60 on that 6 and 8. And this is a 2-hit and regress type strategy. So it does not matter which box number hits, 2 hits, and there'll be a regression from there. So let's call this, let's get our dice set ready here first. 3632. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. And our goal is $500 today. And we got a 314. That is the Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. I don't like the way those dice rolled off that back wall. If you're just joining in, I had made a mention before that these are brand new blue dice. Just took them out of the sleeve this morning. So they are going to cut into the table a little bit when they're rolling. Not that it's an excuse, but something I need to make sure that I plan for. But anyhow, that was a 4 that we threw there. So we are going to do 96 cross pressure. So we're going to make the 4, 5, 9, and 10 look like 65. We'll make that 6 and 8 look like 78. Again, we're going 2 hits and down for this, or 2 hits and regress, I should say, for this strategy. So let's call that all bet set. Face out. Remember to play the short game and hope for the long roll. Yeah, we got a 2, 6, 8, another Duracell 8. Not another one. That's the first one for the day. 2, 6, 8, Duracell 8 using the 3, 6, 3, 2. 2, 6, 8 result. And that's enough to get us out of the shooter. And that is a nice roll. 4 rolls long, and we are out of the shooter. So we're going to bring our bets down. That's $189 brought back to rack. We're going to go to 96 across. So that way we'll have about $90 in profit no matter what for this shooter. So 3, 6, 3, 2. Cousin 2 set. We're going to stick with that. And let's call this all bet set. Face out. I forgot to look to see if I'm on turbo mode on Crapsee. I will check that after I'm done with this roll here. If not, I will change it. And we had a 4, 2, 6, another Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that's going to be a winner 6. So that's going to turn that puck off. 3, 6, 3, 2. 4, 2, 6 results. So I'm going to check, just make sure it's on turbo. It is on turbo. That's good. Okay. So our bets do turn off, but we're going to make that 6 look like 30. We'll make that 8 look like 30 as well. After I get up to 30, I have to lock that 6 and 8 bet in, so that way it goes up and decent. We're going to turn those bets off. Good, we're going to go 3, 6, 3, 2. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out, looking for a new point. Still shooter number 1. Here we go. And we got a 6, 3, 9. That is the soft 9, the Franks. So it's marked that point at 9. 3, 6, 3, 2 is a dice set. So it's going to be a single pitch of the dice with a 6, 3, 9 result. So our bets are going to turn back on. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we had some decent rolls yesterday. Let's see if we can accomplish the same thing today. Yesterday, we had several. We had 2 or 3 rolls in the 20 plus range. So I was happy about that. Dice out. I think the one roll got into the 30 range. We had one that was at 10 rolls along. Here we go. Oh, terrible roll off to the left. We got 2, 5 Bruce. And that will be a 7. Ouch. So do not become shark bait. Do not like the way those took off on me. That means my wrist was twisted when I released the dice. 257 result. We're going to stick with the cousin 2 set for one more shooter at least here. That was a 7 roller, so that was an average roll. 3632. Again, short game is vitally important for everybody if you want to make some money here. We made a profit of $90 on that shooter. At least I did. So shooter number 2, 3632 for the dice set. And all bet set. Dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3 craps. Pass line loser, come out loser. DP winner. 632 with an ace deuce. And double pitch of the dice. We had a problem with that yesterday. Double pitching the dice. So we have to make sure that we are releasing with that thumb and not pushing with the thumb. 3632 is the dice set. Glenn made $15 on that first shooter. I did the math last night, and if I do a 10% increase, I think it's going to take like 35 sessions to get to the 100,000. That's if you don't lose any at all. One thing I'm going to have to be vitally important to follow this time is that stop loss. So that way we don't have any major cash losses throughout the challenge. So if I get to the point where I have a stop loss hit, I have to stop my betting for the day. So, and that's something that discipline is going to have to play a big part of. Dice out. 3632. And we got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So let's mark that point of 10. And that's going to be a single pitch of the dice as well. 3632 with a 6-4-10 result. Okay, we're going to go 320 across with our bets again. 15 to 4, 5, 9, and 10, 60, and that's 6 and 8. I will try to slow down a little bit for you, K Fisher. I don't want to slow down too much to slow the program down, but I'll try to slow down a little bit for you, my friend. So 3632 is the dice set. And it's mostly on the come outs that you're having problems with. If that is the case, then I will give you a little bit more time there. But we'll call this all bet set here. And dice out. 30 people playing along on Crapsee, 31 people watching. 10 thumbs up and dice out. And we got a 4-5 harrah, the big daddy Mac. So that will be hit number 1 for us. 3632 with a 4-5 harrah result. Only the come out. Okay, that's good. Okay, then I will try to slow down on the come outs just a little bit for you. But anyhow, let's look at our bets here. And we had a 9, so we're going to make that 5 and 9 look like $85. Again, 3632. And let's call this all bet set here. Dice out. And that's going to be a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. And that's going to be a winner 10. So the puck will turn off. That is hit number 2 for us as well. So we will bring our bets down. We'll go to that 96 across bet level. So bets are down. We'll go 96 across. We'll turn those bets off. And I'll give you just a few seconds to get your bets in there, K Fisher. 3632 is our dice set. Again, 168 brought back to the rack, so we are $62 or $92 in profit here. No, that isn't right. Not 92. I can't even do math this morning. It's $72 in profit. There we go. Okay, let's call this all bet set. And dice out. So hopefully that was long enough for you. The left one rolled off just a little bit, but we have a 369 this time. That is the triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. So that's going to be one dice off access, 3632, with a 369 result. So let's mark that point of 9. And all of our bets will turn off on a new shooter come out. Okay, trying a new strategy. Okay. You guys, let me know in the chat. Again, this is, even though I'm the one putting the show on, this is your show as well. I want to try to keep everybody as involved as possible in the chat, in the throws, in the rollouts, in the betting, whatever, part of the show it is. This is all, part of our journey, not just my journey. Anyhow, we'll call this all but set here. And I saw we are at 96 across. Good morning, Mad Hatter. That's it. And we got a 415. That would be the truck and camper. Three, 6, 3, 2. And we got a 415 result. So one dice off axis, my normal result. But that's going to allow us to pressure that 5 and 9 up to $25. 3, 6, 3, 2. So Steph is doing a new strategy as well. Is that the Bears still suck strategy? I bet you that's the one that you're doing, right? Just teasing. So anyhow, we'll call this all bet set here. I still didn't get any comments back from Kevin Scott about his whole Philly comment. Here we go. But it's all in good fun, all in good nature. So dice split apart in midair just a little bit. Yeah, but they came the rest nicely at the back wall. 3, 5, 8, the Grape Ape. And that is going to be a single pitch of the dice on the right side. So let's drop in $3. We'll bring the 6 and 8 both up to $30. So we're at 110 inside for free, plus $15 on that 4 and 10. 3, 6, 3, 2. Playing the short game here. Get out of it, and then we will try to make profits based off of that. Good morning, Joel. Oh, we have Joel in the chat. We got to do this. Here's our weather report for Wisconsin. In Manitowoc, Wisconsin, we're at 11 degrees Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit there. And it feels like -5 with the wind chill. So it is a little chilly outside. So there you go, Joel. There's the the weather report for you. So anyhow, let's go all bet set here. And dice out. 3, 6, 3, 2. Ooh, a little bit long on that one, but we got lucky. We got a 3, 1, 4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. 3, 6, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4 result. 36 in the rain. I will pass on the rain there, Joel. So 3, 6, 3, 2. We got a 4 on that one. So we're gonna pressure the 4 and 10. We're gonna make them both look like 25. We'll make them buy bets. 3, 6, 3, 2 is our dice set that we're sticking with here. And we'll call it all bet sets. Dice out. And we had another 3, 1, 4 Big Joe. So that is perfect. Be a nice little hit. I don't like the way the dice came off the back wall, but I will definitely take that result. So we're going to make that 4 look like $50. Now we're just to the point where we're just pressing up the numbers that we're hitting. Again, 3, 6, 3, 2. And all bet set. It's out. A little short on that one. 2, 1, 3, ace, deuce. So I'm throwing a dice here, and I should be concentrating on a dice, but all I can think about is Idaho. And Idaho. No, I was thinking of a spud. I was trying to think of a dad joke with potatoes. Oh my god, that's terrible. 3, 6, 3, 2. That was no help for us. Mountains have 2.5 feet since Sunday afternoon. Weatherman says this storm will be measured with yardsticks. And that he got that from the Farmer's Almanac, right? With the yardsticks. Oh, that's sad. Oh my god, I'm slap happy. It was a long night at work. 3, 6, 3, 2. Dice out. Oh, dang it. That right one didn't stop rolling. We got a 4, 3, 7. Ouch. So we had a shooter. Going. That was 11 rolls. That is a double pitch of the dice. 3, 6, 3, 2. 4, 3, 7 results. So we're going to stick with that cousin 2 set again. Double pitch could have been on any of the sets. So 3, 6, 3, 2. And I'll give you guys just a few seconds to get your bets in here for those of you playing new strategies today on the come out. Last one was 11 rolls long. We had a 21 roll quality points. The first shooter was 7 rolls long with 14 roll quality points. We have 34 people watching right now. Some of your potatoes are processed in Oregon. Thus the name Oneida. See, Oneida is the name of the Indian tribe for Green Bay. That is my home casino, Oneida Casino, Bingo and Casino it is. David Brock made go of $570. That is awesome. That is cool. Get to the cage, my friend. Do not let anybody take that money away from you. But here we go. All bets set. Dice out. Shooter number 3. We are up. We had made $101 on that shooter. We made 90 on the other one, so we're up $191 right now. Dice out. Ooh, again, we had a little bit of a roll off on that one. About 369 to Triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. Another one dice off axis. Not that I'm really going to measure that one too much because the mechanics were totally off on that one. 369 is a point, so let's mark that point of 9. Again, we're going to go 320 across on our bets. 15 to 4, 5, 9, and 10. 60 on that 6 and 8. 3, 6, 3, 2. Yeah, Oneida is a really cool, really nice casino. They have actually a couple casinos in there, but only one has a craps table. And their craps table used to be awesome. It used to be a 12-foot table, a nice hard surface, but they switched it out to one of those that are plexiglass, like the one in Seattle right now. So it actually has a plexiglass tabletop, not like the Roll to Win, but then it has the layout and it has lights shining through the layout. So you can see different parts of the layout lights up according to whatever you're hitting. But it's super bouncy right now. The walls are bouncy. The layout is stretchy, so it actually, the dice catches that and throws it off there. So it's just a terrible table now. So I actually refuse to play up there. At least I have refused for the last few months here. But 3, 6, 3, 2, dice out. Just not even enjoyable up there anymore. For craps, at least. So we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. That left one did roll off again. I'm having half of them are just going down and dying like they should. And then half of them are having at least one die roll off. So I got to make sure we try to figure that out a little bit there. 5, 1, 6. That'll be hit number 1 for the shooter. Go up there and play the Arnold. Yeah. I was playing the Horseman up there quite a bit, and it was like a kind of similar to the Arnold, I think. Glenn knows how fast they go through the dice on the plexiglass. I really don't know. I think they only change out the dice up there once a day. I know that a lot of casinos like do each shift, but I think Oneida's is just once a day they switch out the dice. So that's a great question. No casinos in Idaho. So you have to go to Oregon or Nevada. Each are about 3 hours. I didn't know Nevada was only 3 hours away. So, okay. Anyhow, that was hit number 1. We got a 6 on that, so we're going to make the 6 and 8 look like $96 each. 3, 6, 3, 2. And all bets set. Face out. Dice were super tight going down, and then they split off of each other there. 268, there's all 8. Go out, support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved, and please, please, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. We got 268 result. That'll be hit number 2 for the shooter, playing the short game. So that'll be allowing us to bring our bets down here. And we brought back $182 on that roll. We're going to 96 across. So again, we have a $90 profit approximately. Just shy of $90. 3632. If I took everything down, we'll be at 53.75, so $125 short of our goal. So K-Fish wants to know if it has the table has strips across where the dice landing zone is. It does not have it. It's not, like I said, it's not like the roll to win table like you think plexiglass for roll to win. This one actually has a layout on top of it. It's a full craps table. So it does not have any strips in there though. But like I said, I'm watching the guy pick up the chips and there's flex in this plexiglass. It's really weird. I don't want to say like trampoline flex, but there is a flex in it. 40 people playing along on the Crapsee. Wow. That's awesome. 34 people watching. Dice out. 3632. Ooh, that right one stopped on us. We got lucky. We got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. 3632 and 516 result. I will say this about that table though. The last time I was there, they had these purple dice, like the casino tiers dice, and they're really light purple. And every time I would set the dice by the pass line, that light would be on right here underneath it, and the light would shine through the dice, and that was just irritating to me. Just very irritating. So I hope you guys get the idea. I don't like that table anymore. Yeah, we're going to go to $30 on that 6 and 8. We're dropping in $3 to get to that. 3632. And all bets set. Dice out. And we have a 5-6 Yo Chef. Again, that's going to be a drift of the dice, I believe. We'll figure this out in just a second. 5-6 Yo. Yep, drift left of the dice. So we need the 10 and 12 for the tall. We need a bunch of numbers for the small. Yesterday, I think we hit the did we hit the small twice, or we hit the small once and then hit the tall later? No, I think it's hit the small twice yesterday. But you know, that yo is going to be no help for us. And all bets set. Dice out. Good morning, Nemo. Dice are split apart. Let's regrip them. There we go. And the left one kind of stuck on that line there. And we have a 415 trucking camper. The left one landed right here, just rolled right along the line there. Didn't even go past the line at all. 3632, 415 result. So let's make that 5 and 9 look like $25. Six, 8, and 9 are the hot numbers right now. 3632. Thank you, Greg. Good morning, Misan. Where did 11 come from? I don't know. Or are you talking about the name? The Yo Chef is after Ashish, the chef that's in our chats all the time, if that's what you're referring to. All bets set. They set. So I call the 6-5 the mid-mo Yo after Chiro, and I call the 5-6 Yo Chef. They set. And we got a 369 Triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan again. We threw a few of these today. I think that's the third one we've thrown today. 3632. And it's going to be a 369 result. One dice off access. And that was a winner 9. So our bets are going to turn off. But let's make that 9 look like $35 right away. We'll go up and off on those bets. If I took everything down, we'd be $50 shy of goal at 54.50. So we have $50 more to bring back to the rack, and then we will be at goal. So hopefully, knock on wood, we'll be able to get that. Yep, aka Yo Chef, Ashish. So all bets set, and dice out. Looking for a point here. Shooter number 3. And we have Magic Aces, 112. This could be a pass line loser, come out loser, DP winner, and a bookend to add to the mix. And all we need is the 3 and 4. That'll get us the small. We need the 10 and 12 to hit the tall. 3, 6, 3, 2. That was no help for us, that aces. Good morning, Jeff and Andy. Hit goal, $500. See you tomorrow, he says. That is awesome. Congratulations. So that is at least 2 people that made goal already. We are $50 away from goal here, so hopefully we'll get it on the next roll or 2 here. Dice out. Still looking for a point. And both dice did roll over to the left of it. We have a 1, 3, 4, the Big Joe from Wisconsin. As Jeff would say. 3, 6, 3, 2 with a 1, 3, 4 result. Single pitch of the dice. Let's mark that point of 4. Since we're talking about mark the point, Ryan will be coming out with a new video today that's going to be showing his betting progressions. And he's pretty aggressive better, so he'll teach you how to go from really small bets to get up to that black chip level as fast as possible. So that's pretty cool. Kevin Scott may go as well. Awesome. Good job. K Fisher goes, just when he pulls out the field, I get the aces. Or Chef Boyardee. Come on, Nemo. We can't pick on Ashish because he picks on everybody else, but you know, it is what it is. All bets set here. And dice out. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So both dice came and rested right at the back of the wall there. 3, 6, 3, 2. It's going to be a primary on the bottom side on both dice. So we are going to make that 8 look like $42. And we are $15 away from goal. So do I say be satisfied or do we go for that last hit? I'm going to say go for the last hit, but that might be a wrong thing. Heckling is authorized. It is, Greg. It is. Oh, my God. I do not get phased by it, says Nemo. Anyhow, all bets set here. 38 people playing along. 34 people watching. Dice out. Oh, terrible throw, but I will definitely take the result. 2-2. The 2-2. Let's go on a cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. That is a hard fuzzy 4. That is goal for us. 3632. 2-2 hard for result, and that is also a winner for. So the puck will turn off. I got confused there when I was in the saying because I was looking at one. I have two different monitors that I watch, and one has my Crapsee monitor, and the other one has my OBS. And I was looking at the wrong monitor here, but anyhow, we are at $5,512, so we made goal here. So we are going to take our bets down, and we're not going to do any more betting here. We're just going to roll out for the rest of the day here. So Steph just made her goal as well, $532. Awesome. I'm up $512. Very cool. But let's call this all bets set here, and we'll go dice out. Nemo's up $737. Awesome. So we're going 10% goal here, Nemo. This is the first day of the $100,000 challenge, so we're going 10% increases every day if we can. And if we have extra money left over, we can play with the fun money that day to try to increase his profits, but $12 is not enough to play with here. So we got a 2-1-3, the ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. Again, pass line loser come out loser, and a DP winner on that come out. 3632, and a 2-1-3 ace deuce result. And that is a small, ladies and gentlemen. So we hit the small on the come out. So we lit up half of that screen green. So Glenn hit goal as well when I threw 2 4s in a row on the second shooter. Now the 4 is hot, making you a lot. Yeah. We have a rhyme going on, ladies and gentlemen. 3632. Still looking for that point. And we'll call that all bet set. Face out. Ooh, a little bit long on that one. We have a 527. Isn't that always the case? But that is a pass lane winner. Come out natural. That's going to reset that ATS. So make sure you get your ATS bets back in if you are playing along on that. 3632. And we have a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So still continuing on with the shooter though. And we have $12 profits. So I'm going to do this once. I'm going to go up $5 on the small, $5 on the tall. That way that's extra money. That'll bring me down to $5,502. Unless we hit that ATS, that'd be kind of cool. At least part of it. We came close a couple times. We just hit the small, so that is possible today. We'll call it all bet set. Thanks out. Still looking for a point here. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So that's going to be a primer in the bottom on both dice. Let's call that an 8. We'll mark that point of 8. The square pair. So I'm not going to do any bets other than that small and tall bet that I just made. 3632. That happened to me when I was in Vegas, and Joel in the chat here was actually a witness to that. Good morning, SJ. Was a witness to that. I hit the ATS, and I made it all, and then I went up again, and I didn't have any bets on it at all. And then I put a small and a tall bet on. I hit the small after that, so I hit the ATS complete, and then I hit the small. And I think that was I forgot which. I think that was at which casino was that at? I can't remember now. It was not the Paris. It was the one next door to the Paris. All bet set. Face out. And that was a little bit of a roll off. 5-2, Bruce. Then that's going to be an ouch. So that is going to be the end of shooter number 3. And we have time to do one more shooter here. So I'm not going to do any betting. I will do the rollouts for you guys and gals. So puck comes off. We lose that ATS bet that we had out there. Planet Hollywood. Yeah, that's where it was, Joel. So that was a fun day. Justice Jen had thrown a 28 roller right before I did, and I threw a 28 roller as well. At least she told me it was 28. I think it was 29. I think she was trying to keep it even. Just kidding. But it was a quality roll. It really was a good roll. Anyhow, this is going to be shooter number 4. This will be our last shooter for the day here. And let's call this all bet set. Face out. We're going to go to cousin 1 set now. 3, 2, 3, 6. Face out. And we have a KitchenAid mixer for the point. 1, 5, 6. So it's marked at point of 6. Again, using a 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. 1, 5, 6 result. Three shooters into the cage that day. Yeah, that was a good day. I think that was the first time I met you in person too, Joel. Was it? I think that was. 3, 2, 3, 6. Can't remember was there, or did I meet you at the Durango? I can't remember. Anyhow, we'll call that all bet set. And dice out. 30 people still playing along here. Excuse me. Left one stuck. We got a 6-5 Bidmo Yo. That is Shiro coming to us from above. 3, 2, 3, 6 with a 6-5 Yo result. That was the first time I met you then there. Okay, that's what I thought. I was at stick left 1 or 2. I think it was 1. And Joel was at the end of the table, almost in that far hook on base number 3 there, if I remember correctly. And we'll call that all bet set here. Dice out. Dice left eye split off 617. So that's gonna be the end of the roll here today. Again, we're looking at the statistics here. As soon as we get done here, 3, 2, 3, 6. So we got a 6-1. 1 dice off axis, single pitch. And let's look at our statistics for the day here. So we had 4 shooters. We had a 7 and a 3, 2 not so good ones. But then we had 11 and 15. That's where most of our money was made. We did make money in the first 3 shooters. We made like $90 on that first one. But anyway, we have a 9.0 SOR. So that'll start the new statistics for this new series here. 6.0 SRR with 2 7s. Our strong numbers today were that 4 and that 9. Box numbers and inside numbers are just about expected. Their 4s and 10s are a little bit high. Come-out 7s are a little bit high. Horns are expected. Fields are high today, and hardways are expected as well. Good morning, John. How is the sunny California weather for you? But anyhow, guys, Again, join in daily here. We're going to be on a race to $100,000 here. We're going to 10% goals every day. So we made our goal today, day number 1. So chalk that up as a win. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you back tomorrow. Be safe and be prosperous.